Good morning and welcome to Wake Up Wednesday. I'm Debbie Chronister. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today to show you some new products, which are exciting from Stampin' Up!, as well as to show you how I made this adorable card. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful with that reflection on there? So one of the things you can always do is change any card into a Z-fold card. If you have a card front that you want to do, it doesn't have to be just a plain card front. By just putting a score line at 2 1/8 inches, it becomes a Z-fold card. So, which is really fun. So we're going to take and start on this, and I'm going to show you some product. And we're going to start with our washi tape, which if you watched my previous video, I showed you how I put this washi tape on to a piece of cardstock. And so I won't show you that again today. I have my tape already mounted on the cardstock. And this is just really fun. These are, I hope Stampin' Up! Comes out with some more of these. I would love to see some for Christmas. So anyway, that's it's just a quick and easy card. You've got all these beautiful flowers, and you have this die that lines up perfectly to cut all those out. And so, boom, you've got a ton of flowers there that you can use on a card. I only used 2 on my card, but you could easily make 10 cards out of this thing if you're really good about it, or you can put lots of flowers. Sometimes I'll avoid putting extra flowers on my cards just because it's all that extra coloring and all that extra cutting and everything. So I will sometimes avoid it. The other thing that I want to show you today is this metallic, let me get the name of it, Metallic Textures Rub Ons. These are super cool. You can see they're reflecting there in the light. So they come 8 sheets. So there's 2 of each sheet, and they are just gorgeous. I just am loving them. You can use a part of one, or you can use the whole thing. I did something the other day that I used only a part of one. I just rubbed a little bit here and a little bit there, and that was all I wanted for what I was doing. So they come in gold and silver, all in the same pack. So there are 8 sheets, and I think they're around $13, somewhere around there. So they are beautiful. I know I'm going to be using those a lot. So I have cut one out, and so what you do is you cut them out, and then you just peel off. You cut the, let me show you in my little stash here. I keep them in one of my boxes, and so what I've done is I've just taken it and cut it out. The one that I want to use is cut out of one of these, not this one. That was another one, but so I just cut it out, and you're going to peel off this back. Oh, look, it's just wanting to come off already. So this is how it comes off. And then we're going to rub on the front of this with just our finger. So let's just set that aside. We're not ready for that yet. Let's get started on our card. Okay, so I have all these measurements will be on my blog at stampwithdeb.com. And so I have started with, you can see this is just an 8.5 by 8.5 by 11. No, it's not. It's an 8.5 by 5.5 inch card, but I put an extra score line in here. So I scored it at 4 1/4 and 2 1/8. So now it's become a Z-fold card, just that easy, just by putting that extra line. So it gives it that pop and that specialness by being a Z-fold card. Okay, so I have 2 pieces for my inside here, which add to it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in my card since they're a main part of it, and just attach those 2 together. I'm working with Strawberry Slush, which is one of our new ink colors, and the Strawberry Slush is 5 1/4 by 4, and the basic white is 5 by 3 3/4. And so we're just going to put this on the inside of my card. When you see my instructions, there's a free PDF that you can download, a project sheet. And when you see my instructions, you'll always see the first thing I say is, here's the card base, here is the inside of the card. Those are always the first 2 things on my instruction sheets. Okay, then we have this, which is cut at 5 1/4 by 1 7/8, I believe, because we want it to be a little bit bigger. And we have this, which is one of our new designer series papers. This is the In Color designer series paper. Comes in 4 different patterns, if I remember right, and a ton of sheets. I think there's 48 sheets. Let's see, which side do I want to use? No, I think I will use this side because the contrast, I want the contrast. If I put it on the same side, there's no sense in having this. I should just cut that bigger. So this is cut at, I believe it's 1 5/8 by 5. That would be. And then this would be 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. Let's flatten that out. So it's on the far left panel is where it's going to go, right there. Just like that. Okay, now I have 2 circles and I have cut these from where? Let's see if I can remember. Spotlight on Nature. How about that? It's one of my favorites. It's got so many circles. And you see what I'm doing? There's little chads in there. And so I'm just rubbing it sideways to get those out. I mean, I could go this way, but to me, it works better to do it that way. Let's get those out of the way so we don't end up with them glued in our card somewhere, right? And then I have this other circle that I also cut from Spotlight on Nature, which is a little bit smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 together. Okay. Just like that. And I am using Stampin' Seal Plus. Okay, so here is our Metallic Textures Rub On. And so I'm just going to lay it in here. Just like that. That's interesting. It kind of doesn't fit. This is kind of bigger. Oops, it's staying there now. Okay, and then I'm just going to rub it with my fingers. So I could stop if I don't want to go all the way to the edge. Or let's get it all off. You want to apply some pressure. Okay, just like that. Then when I peel it off, let's see, are we staying? Am I not getting enough pressure on there? Maybe because it's 2 layers. I probably should have done it before I glued it on. Because I can't get the pressure. Let me get my bone folder. How about that? I bet that will work perfect. I haven't had this problem before, so I'm surprised. So I'm just going to gently go over it with my bone folder, just to make sure it's all there. And because when I peel it off, I want it to stay. Here it is. Beautiful. I love it. So you can see this is now see-through. There's a little piece of silver right there, a little piece over here on the edge, but it's basically see-through now. Okay, so I am going to attach this to the front of my card here. I have to decide which way it's going to go. Is it going to go up and down? No, it's going to go across. Okay, so that means I'm going to flip this over this way and put adhesive on the right side. And then attach it right there. So I'm just going to center it on my card front, top to bottom, left to right, and press it down. Okay. Oops, and I just rubbed it all off, guys. Didn't I? Uh-oh. Don't press hard when you rub down. Go from the back when you put your adhesive on. Because I just rubbed off some of that silver. Okay, that's okay. We're going to cover it. We're just going to put this on here. And look at that. You're not even going to see it. So I'm just going to put a little further in than I would have otherwise. I'm going to put this on the front right here. And I'm just going to put it up a little higher than I would. There. See, you're not going to even know. This one is going to get tucked in here. If I left enough opening. Yes, I did. Oops, that's not going to work. Let's get a glue dot. I'm working at a different table today because my other table that I usually work at is just full of projects and stuff. I'm getting ready for a couple of classes. We have I have paper pumpkin on Friday. On Saturday, I have, what do I have on Saturday? Oh, I have the shadow box frame. Next week, I have all kinds of stuff going on. So, okay, let's add our bow. And I'm going to go right up there with it. So let me grab another glue dot. So my table is just full. Plus, I'm starting to work on Stamp Camp for June. So there's lots going on. And we have the calendar class coming up. So there we are. I'm going to stamp Thinking of You down here in the bottom right corner. And I'm here a little early today because I have an appointment at 11 o'clock that I couldn't change. So there we are. We could add a little bling to that, but I don't think we need to. I think it's blingy enough with the gold, the silver, the Metallic Textures Rub Ons. So that is my new product that I'm showing you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this. And if you're interested in ordering the washi tape or the rub-ons, keep in mind they're available now online. You can go to my Stampin' Up page and order there, and I appreciate your business. You'll find these instructions at stampwithdeb.com. Thank you. See you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.